Howdy, howdy, Gwendoliers. Are we all ready to go? Are we feeling good? Are we feeling excited? I know I am. Ehadon, Will, Doombringer, Bella, hello, hello. How are all of you? Strong start. Nope. Oh my god, I forgot. I do not have much in the way of stamina. Huh. Infused daggers are great for parrying. I like to keep one on hand. I didn't already pick up the scythe, did I? Where is the drop that I'm looking for? Is that it? I genuinely can't remember. I think this is it. Oh, I just fucking walked directly past it. Yeah, that guy's my favorite shield. I did get Gwendolyn's ring last time. We're going to be talking all about our favorite girl this time around. I just need to get back around to the scythe that I ran right past like a dummy. Hey, Miss Tart. Your thumb is sore from extensive wood carving. That's a cool thing to have it be sore from, at least, all things considered. Typically, when my thumb's sore, it's from, like, playing video games. Shit. Or playing them badly, in this case. Swapping between 1 and 3 is always hard, just because the movements and whatnot are similar, but not exact. What's Fun's endgame weapon gonna be? I am torn. I am considering... It's either gonna be the Great Scythe, It's either gonna be the Great Scythe, the Falchion, or however you pronounce it. I'm going the wrong way. Going the wrong way. This is just back to where I got the ring. Just committing tactical suicide. Oof. Blood loss. How far did we get in part 1? We beat the first gargoyle. Oh yeah, I was gonna do like a recap. Blood machine broke, exactly. You have to bear with me as I try to find the scythe. I've actually never used the scythe, so I'm tempted to try it out. Typically I roll with the falchion or whatever the fuck. Finally. Yeah, I'll probably go with the falchion. 100 plus 31. Yeah, it's like a flat... Okay, recap time. Aha, it's rewind time. Jokes. Are we avoiding spoilers in chat? We are, yeah. So... Thank you all. Yeah, basically, last time we covered the introductory lore, like the lore of the first section of the game. We did... Ooh, that was close. Well, we did gargoyles. We did gargoyles, we met Solaire and Lautrec, and the Crestfallen Warrior are the 3 NPCs we've met thus far. And this one bald asshole who called himself Trusty, who turned a bridge on us. His name was Patches. Who, I guess this isn't a spoiler, is a holdover from Demon's Souls. Gargoyles are a solid boss. I just want to get back up to the surface now. Raid incoming? Oh boy. I could go for the fucking... Maybe I should... If there's a raid incoming, maybe I should save the lore recap for when they show up. Yes. We did meet our beloved Moss lady. Moss wife. Queen of Moss. Spoilers. And we are not interfering with quest lines at all. We just walked in a circle. How do I get back out of here? Normally, I didn't even know this bonfire existed, so I am lost as all hell. So, we did gargoyles. Oh boy, it's egg time. What's the egg about? I'm gonna have to go through and do all the names, too.
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Who's the egg? I just have to find my way back up.
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Somewhere around here. Hello, Holly and friends. You're just in time for me to wander around the catacombs while vaguely summarizing lore. I should probably mention early on, we are doing a no spoilers early on run. I'm going to be discussing lore, and we're going to I know that we have some people here who have never played Souls and are learning the story for the first time.
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Oh yeah, we are here for lore. It is my favorite. It is like my favorite thing to talk about.
Blessing.
So you will learn plenty as I repeatedly walk in circles attempting to find my way back to the start of the area. I think this is it.
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
I will thank everybody in time, I promise. In the meantime, don't forget to take the reference link or whatever it is out of your URL so it counts as actual viewers for me, because that would be very nice. Oh yeah. We are doing going in a circle again. You'll have to bear with me. Oy vey.
Blessing of the moon.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, okay. To quickly remove ref links, double-click the stream. I don't know. Whack that that's a thing. I agree.
Blessing of the moon upon
So
your
I guess this
journey.
gives me a good chance to recap some lore while I fruitlessly attempt to fight my way back because bonfire warping is not a thing in this one until way later in the game.
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Heyo. Oh wait, no, this will just lead us down to the bottom of the area. We're on a little adventure. We got spooked.
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Who spooked us? Hey, Cellular. Blood loss indeed. Okay, so
Blessing of the moon upon
here's the
your
base
journey.
lore that we covered last time. Basically, there was nothing at first. Everybody was just kind of chilling, doing their own thing. And
Blessing of the
then
moon upon your
this
journey.
thing came along called the First Flame. It just kind of it came into existence in a world that was previously completely gray. Like, there was no light or dark or anything like that. And it was
Blessing
ruled
of
over
the
by
moon upon your
dragons.
journey.
Everlasting dragons is what they are referred to as. Ooh, don't fall. Okay. I will find our
Blessing
way.
of the moon upon your journey.
How's Souls going? Good. I'm walking in a circle because I'm completely lost despite having played this game several times. That's one way to do it.
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Lady Gwendolyn, guide us. I will. I will. If I can guide myself.
Blessing of the moon
So.
upon your journey.
This is all part of my plan, so I can recap. It's no time until it was time. Yes. Exactly. There was
Blessing
no
of the moon
time,
upon
there
your
was no
journey.
anything. There was no heat, cold, light, dark, nothing. Literally just straight up nothing.
Blessing of the moon upon
And
your
then
journey.
this flame came into existence. And with fire came disparity, as the intro says.
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
And what that means is this first flame came into existence, literally the first flame ever. This one incredibly powerful
Blessing of the moon upon your
singular
journey.
flame. And at this point, there were humans, or at least something close to human beings.
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
I will have to... Iphius, thank you for the sub, just because I know you said you're leaving, so I want to make sure I thank you. We are almost back to where we need to be, and then we can
Blessing of the
actually
moon upon your
play the
journey.
fucking game. Almost. Now all I need to do is do a quick quit out to cheese.
Now thou art a blade of the dark moon, hunteth
There we go.
the enemies of the lords by the power of the dark sun.
Oh, 3. Can't stay but have fun.
Thank you. Thank you also to, I think we had about a third of you stick around. Thank you to those that are interested in learning. So, this big old
Blessing of the
flame
moon upon your
happened,
journey.
and within that flame was found 4 Lord Souls. These Lord Souls were incredibly powerful souls powered by the flame, because souls weren't a thing, and then souls came into existence powered by the flame. And there were lots of souls, but there were these 4 really powerful ones that went to 4 different people. And those were Nito, the first of the dead, big giant skeleton lad, who was literally the first of the dead in that he was the first person to ever die. And he gained one of them. He gained the Death Soul. Each soul has a name, and I'm not going to spoil the names of all of them because they have lore. I refuse to read the wiki because I like learning through the game or through cute girls explaining lore. Thank you! I don't know how cute I am, but I'm happy to explain lore to those of you that are interested. And I will try to speed through what we've already covered. There's a big bird. there was also the Witch of Izalith, who found the life soul. I know. What a shame. Bird. We'll discuss the bird. Oh, right. I can't light this because there's a skeleton. Oh, he gave up. That's true. Moonwalking skeleton. So, as I was saying, this soul came into existence, or these souls, then the life soul was granted to this Witch of Izalith lady. Her and her daughters gained, like, the power of, like, controlling flame and whatnot, pyromancy and the like. Then the third one, the one that's really, really important to remember, is this dude named Gwyn. Gwyn gained the Light Soul, and he had this army of faithful knights. And he and those dudes kind of ruled over a lot. And then there was this fourth person called the Furtive Pygmy. So easily forgotten is how they're described. We have learned nothing about that person at this point, but we will over the course of the game. Don't spoiler. Real quick, here's Mosswife, the most important character to know.
I have moss. Now dish up some souls.
Stanford of Pygmy, indeed. Gonna grab one of these. We love Mosswife. I bought something! We love Mosswife. Now then. So these four people, well, three of them at least, we're not sure what happened with the Furtive Pygmy, but three of them decided to challenge the dragons that came into existence in this era. And they wiped them out. They just wiped the dragons the fuck out. Gwyn used thunder to destroy their stone scales, which were, you know, previously unbreakable. Then Izalith burned down the trees that they came from, the arch trees, using great firestorms, as they're described. Which was kind of, again, a bit of a dick move, but... Oh my god. So, and then without the trees to bring them back, Nito, like, let out a miasma of death and disease and killed them all off. The dragons were always around, like, from the very beginning. You can't see humans helping in the cinematic now. You can only see, the Silver Knights who served Gwyn, and they are not humans. They're actually, we're gonna get into this, but basically, gods exist in this universe, but they are not, like, gods. They're not, like, immortal or all-knowing or whatever. They're just, like, a separate race that is more powerful than human beings. Let's go rescue this dude real quick.
Here, over here. Please, you must help me.
Here's a lad.
Thank you.
Here's a lad. Here's a friendly man.
Without you. Being eaten alive. I shudder to think. Thank you. Thank you dearly. I am Laurentius, of the Great Swamp.
I love this guy.
Oh, hello. I'm fine.
What a boy.
Oh.
So they fucked up the dragons, but they wouldn't have been able to do that without the help of an already existing dragon. And this dragon was named Seath the Scaleless. He obviously was a dragon without scales, and so they bullied the hell out of him. And so he was like, how about if you bully me, I help people commit genocide. And so he did. He revealed the secret that the dragons were weak to lightning. And in return, he, all the dragons make me dance and go, go, white boy, go. Literally. He is an incel. Absolutely. We'll be discussing Seath in detail. Yeah, if it sounds like I'm just glossing over these guys, that's because I am, because a big part of the story is learning more about them and what they did specifically. Yeah, no, we'll discuss it. Don't say too much yet, because spoilers, but we do not like Seath. Sweet, free sack. I'll be reading that later as soon as I catch up on this stuff. And yes, that woman was trying to eat human beings. Oh yeah, we're gonna go in depth about Seath, trust me. Alice, we're trying to avoid spoilers, so we will get to all that. Yeah, we will get to everything, because we're going to be doing the whole trilogy over time. So, we will get to everything.
Well,
Our boy's back.
Yeah, I made it out safely too.
I love this dude.
Pyromancy of the Great Swamp, so I can use my hands with it.
The Great Swamp is one of the countries here.
By the way, I can share my... I think I'll be pleased. Yeah, well, I'm sure.
So he can give you pyromancy, which is great. And he can reinforce your pyromancy flame, which is even more important, because pyromancy's straight broken in this one.
Goodbye then.
Laurentius of the Great Swamp is this guy's name. Hey, there are fires in swamps sometimes. Oh yeah, we'll discuss it. The name does fuck.
Oh, well,
So we're just gonna boost up our pyro flame here, because it is
wait, friend.
ridiculous.
Where are you off to?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Fire's a big deal. Love the Great Swamp, motherfuckers. They rule. This is why you come to me for lore, because I know how to have fun. And I put a gay spin on it, and that's what's really important. Now then.
You are.
As I was saying.
Oh, well. Oh, as all.
Damn.
Goodbye then.
Holy Land Kareem, yes. Vinheim, yes. Okay, we don't have enough for that, but we do have enough for that. Okay. There we go. Which bit is the gay spin? It's a classic gay Rachel lore. Sadly, my wife isn't here. She's at work, so we don't get lore with my wife. Yeah, typically my wife is with me on this, but she unfortunately had to work. So anyway, after they wiped out the dragons, there began this thing called the Age of Fire. By the way, if you want more detail on all of this, I am going to be putting the VODs for these up on my YouTube channel. And we will also be discussing them in the lore discussion section of my Discord. I will drop a link to that. Indeed. Party City has stolen Harley, it's true. Now then, as I was saying... What was I saying? I was saying something. Oh, yeah. As I was saying, the hype proceeds because of how it's at a no-death sequence. That was insane. Yeah, basically what happens is this thing called the Age of Fire started, and that was like an age of grand prosperity and whatnot. It was like... It was a good time for everybody, basically. Everybody had a good time. Especially the gods, because the gods were ruling over it, and it was an era of peace and prosperity ruled over by the gods and not the dragons. However, they were powered by the first flame, and pop quiz, who knows what flames do after a period of time? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? They do. They go out. In time, flames fade. And what happened is this flame started to fade, and when it did, the world started to get fucked up, and this thing called hollowing happened. Oh, I love the classroom experience. I post discussion questions on my Discord. I love them. I am Professor Rachel for a reason. Thank you. There's a reason it's the nickname. Oh god, these motherfuckers. Oh boy. Oh, sweet. Rare ass drop. These dudes, we're gonna get killed by these dudes, basically, because they inflict toxic, which is a very, very fast form of poison. Like the Dark Souls history teacher. That's true. That is my goal, and I love you all for listening. Oh god. Okay, we're fine. This is fine. Is there lore on how one elevator here is powered by a dog? Yes, I will get into elevator lore. Britney Spears is canon in the Dark Souls universe. That's just tea. You want the deep lore? There's your deep lore. So yeah, there was this... Again, the flame started to fade, and humans started to become undead. Which is not like zombie undead. Basically, this thing... Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, if those enemies respawned, it would be a nightmare. But yeah, people started to become undead because they were born with this thing called the dark sign. Which is this... basically fiery circle that appears on human beings. Not gods. Gods don't go undead, but human beings go undead. And eventually, if they die enough times, they become hollow. Which is these, like, bacon jerky guys that we keep seeing around here, like the turkey bacon dudes. The zombie-looking guys, those are human beings that went hollow, and they basically lose themselves, lose their sanity, and become, like, mindless. And so people were very afraid of the undead, so they locked them away, in some cases. Different countries had different ways of dealing with them, and your character, it was locked away for being an undead, as evidenced by, you know, turkey bacon. I always switch between bacon, jerky, turkey, etc. Yeah, they also lose their memory. Like, completely. So, you're just chilling in jail, and this guy drops a key for you. Can we eat them? Can we eat what? Oh, the hollows? No. I mean, I guess that is what that cannibal lady was trying to do, so, like, technically... If you're into that sort of thing. As I was saying. So you find this knight dude who lets you out, but then unfortunately dies. He gives you this Estus flask and tells you of a prophecy of a chosen undead. The prophecy goes like this. It is, Thou who art undead art chosen. When thou ringeth the bell of the awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Oh, I missed a line. Upon leaving the asylum, make pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords, also known as Lorethrough, because they're very on the nose here. I missed my stop. Hate these fucking things. Yeah, our boy Oscar sadly did not make it. Oh shit. These fucking guys. Giving me grief. You know you get good lore when it's from somebody that genuinely is quite bad at the game. That's how you know they're very focused on the lore. Now then, where was I? Oh, you motherfucker. You motherfucker. It says you will know, but it's gonna be kind of hard to decipher. Yeah, that sounds about right. Thank you for bearing with me. That get him? Nice. Now then. As I was saying. So, you become basically the chosen undead. You defeat the demon guarding the asylum, because there's a big demon, because demons are a thing. We'll be discussing demon lore, because it's actually really, really important. So, remember that. Anyway. So, as we went about our day doing that, yeah, the Chaos Demons, we'll be discussing what that exactly means at a later date. So we go to this place called Lorethrough, we get brought by that big bird that we saw earlier, and we'll discuss what's up with the bird later. And we ended up here, and so we have to go ring these two bells, called the Bells of Awakening. And when we do, then we get to know what the, know what the fate of the undead is. So it's, a pretty sweet deal, in my humble opinion. But, what do I know? And so we show up here, we go and we ring the first bell upstairs. It's guarded by these bell gargoyles. We meet a nice lad named Solaire of Astora. We learn of some countries. Astora is a land of honorable knights. Vinheim is the home of sorcery. The Great Swamp is the home of pyromancy. Miracles, which are essentially prayers to the gods that cause effects, because it's like, even if the gods aren't like immortal gods, they are still worshipped by human beings because of their power. And mostly Gwyn is the one that's worshipped, the one I mentioned who's like a really, really big deal. Yeah, it is a little weird to master pyromancy in a swamp, but hey, what can you do? If it works, it works. Praise the sun, indeed. Yeah, Vinheim was full of assassins, but we'll be discussing that in due time. Oh yeah, we have to find our favorite girl around here somewhere. Yeah, Gwyn is kind of a big deal, basically. Don't set the whole swamp on fire, no promises. Now, where was I? I was somewhere, that's for damn sure. So yeah, we're here, we ring the first bell, we meet some nice people. We meet a dude named Lorethrough, a guy in gold armor. We meet a firekeeper. Now, firekeepers are very interesting. Basically, the scoop with them... Yeah, we do. I'm gonna go human. That's actually interesting, so it's a good time to discuss this. Basically, these bonfires are connected to the first flame, and if you feed them humanity, which is separate from the soul, they're just like these little black sprites that exist within human beings, then you get to become more human, like less hollow. And why that is actually extremely interesting. But we'll get into that. It's also a good chance to discuss the it is a good chance to discuss the Firekeepers, which is a group that you're definitely going to want to know. The Firekeepers are connected to the bonfires. Like, they are individuals. Oh boy. We're pausing on lore because it is time for a very special girl. Maneater Mildred. She's got a sack on her head, she's got a butcher knife, and she's ready to fucking party. By which I mean she's ready to absolutely beat my ass. Oof. I'm trying to parry. It's not going well. Nice of her to wait for me to heal, though. There we go. That parry. She can have my flesh. R.I.P. Well, what is it? I love me a nice parry. R.I.P. to a legend. I'll never forget you, Queen. I love these dudes' ragdolls just like to hitch a ride. They're just having a good time. When we will learn about the Dark Sign, we will be learning about the Dark Sign over the course of the series. There's a lot of questions that I'm going to raise that will not be answered to the end, which is a nice way to encourage everybody to come on back for the future, because we will have so much to tell you. We have such sights to show you, just like Hellraiser. Shout out to those of you that have seen Hellraiser. It's a series of good films. Just kidding, it's only the first one that's good. Everything is a weird dog, including dogs. That's true. In some senses, dogs are the weirdest dogs of all. A series of one good film. That counts. Just, there are other films in the series. They just don't count. So this is Quelaag's domain. We do not know what a Quelaag is, but we will discuss it. Before we go into it, because there's some lore coming up, we'll tell you, you opened the box, we came. While I do my stretches, fair warning, I do, have to do stretches regularly. I have, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, so that means sometimes it's a little painful. My legs do look so fleshy and human. She's got great thighs. We're gonna get to Gwendolyn. Trust me, we're gonna be talking about Gwendolyn today. I would not deprive you of Gwendolyn, especially those of you from Holly that were nice enough to stick around, because you made me so happy.
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
So basically, Firekeepers are attached to bonfires, and they have these very special souls that possess infinite humanity.
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Let's read about the soul real quick, and then I will read through all the people that followed, because I will be nice. Or because you are all nice. And you get to hear my nice item reading voice. Soul of a long-lost firekeeper. Each firekeeper is a corporeal manifestation of her bonfire, and a draw for the humanity which is offered to her. Her soul is gnawed by infinite humanity, and can boost the power of precious Estus flasks. So it can reinforce your Estus flask, which is basically the heat of the bonfire collected into, like, a bottle, and it can restore your health. Right in this area, it's covered with a bunch of eggs, and these people with a bunch of nastiness coming out of their backs, and they're all praying in that direction. And what is in that direction is actually very important, but before I do that... Yeah, no, it's fucked up. the Firekeepers suffer a lot. Now then, before we get started with that, I am going to go and read through and thank everybody. So, followers first, thank you to Holly for rating. You get the first one. I feel like a lot of people probably are not here, so I'm sorry for waiting so long, but to those of you that are, I hope you appreciate it. Let's go. Thank you to Pochiaki, Pseudo Streams, Worst Girl Eva, Somehow Existing, Smelly Wizard, Acton Shakespeare, Bontaparts, Ice Tones, Emerald Gem 1, Trickster Glitch, Allison Numberland, Fruit Salad, Dumbass Taxidermy, Misha Bonbon, Blackwing Catastrophe, Ceruleus, Uwu, Vaguely Scandinavian, Solius, JPEG Catboy, Protostar, Scared V2, Dr. Pazuzu, Biscuit Bakery, Franz GH, Emma OO,
Blessing of the
or
moon
Uwu,
upon your journey.
Modern Magica, Mango Cubes, Liquid Basilisk, Sunny Days, Ant Aperture, Fluffy Polyester, and did somebody just follow? Okay, yeah, I think I got everybody. Also, thank you to Iphius for the subscription. I don't think they're still around, but oh my god, I just realized we're 10 followers away from 500. That would be amazing. Oh no, we're 9 followers away. That's crazy. Now then, let's go forward and we will discuss some
Blessing of the
demon
moon
lore.
upon your journey.
Not, thank you for the follow. Don't forget to subscribe. It would make me happy. Touch, summon, sign. We can summon Maneater Mildred. How that works is basically, as we know, time was created by the flame, right? Which is basically the flame created like past, present, and future, since all disparity comes from the flame. And as the flame fades, the flow of time becomes convoluted, as it were. And when that happens, the world and parallel universes kind of shift and change between one another. So, when you summon people, you're bringing them over from a parallel universe. I mean, life can exist without disparity, or I guess unlife. So we can bring Mildred from her world into ours temporarily. So, here's the question. Do we want to try to solo this boss fight, or do we want our girl with us? Place your bets while I have a sip of water. I will bring the girl. Thank you, Bella, for dropping the Discord link. And thank you again to those of you that have stuck around. I'm actually not going to solo the final boss for lore reasons we'll be discussing. Here we fucking go. It's girls' night out. I wish I could play the Charlie XCX song without getting banned. Sadly, phantoms don't wave back in this one. Also, once we're done with this, we get to talk about Gwendolyn. Everybody's favorite. Boss time. See you later, Bella. Oh boy. I promise the series gets less horny. Oh, I love her. This is Chaos Witch Quelaag. So she is connected to the Witch of Izalith, but we will be discussing that. Oh my god, we do nothing. Actually, no, we're fine. This fight I'm generally pretty okay with, but she has one attack I'm just really bad at dodging. And it's one that does a ridiculous amount of damage, too. Mildred is stuck on the lava over there. She seems to have, she's stuck. She just keeps walking into the lava. Honey. Come on. Honey. Oh, shit. Now I was the one that walked into the lava. Oh, shit. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, the AoE one. I don't know who was keeping track of... No, people were keeping track of deaths in my SL1 run. Which, by the way, if you like the lore, I do Mondays and Saturdays from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. EST, and on Wednesdays we do challenge runs. Basically, we don't do lore, we do just, like, runs with various modifiers on them. For example, we are currently doing an SL1 run of Dark Souls 3, which means we are not leveling up at all, and going through the entire game and the DLC. And it is suffering. It is suffering. Put your fireproof shoes on. Nothing will go wrong. Etc. Oh my god. It really wants to come with. Now then. I know we just dropped a bunch of people when I got my ass beat there, which is very understandable. I need to not look at the viewer count. It makes me sad. Are you doing Pyro on SL1? No. Deprived. Like, level 1. Now then. As I was saying, Quelaag is a Chaos Witch, meaning she is connected to the Witch of Izalith, which I mentioned. Oh yeah, she can't come with me now, because my thighs are wrinkly. Claudito, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. I don't know if you can you do SL1 in Dark Souls 1? Do we have any decent armor we can put on that won't put us over equip load? No. I should have... If I die again, I'm gonna pick up the Wanderer set from earlier. Can I... Oy vey. You'll have to forgive the occasional Yiddish, too. So, she is one of the Daughters of Chaos that I mentioned, like the Witch of Izalith and her Daughters of Chaos from the beginning. Basically, she participated in the big dragon war thing that we talked about. But, she seems to be rather worse for wear. Like, she did not start out looking like this. Oh shit. That's not good at all. My weapon is in danger of breaking. This just went from bad to very, very extra mega bad. I don't have any weapon repair powder, do I? I can't check during the fight. Oh boy. Oh, we're doing like 0 damage now, too. This also does, like, 0 damage. We really goofed here. We extremely goofed here. Nope, that's the one. I forgot how tanky she is. So yeah, basically, something happened to her, and she became this. And as for, like, what happened to her, that's something we'll discuss over time. I will mention right now, this early on in the story, I will be offering a lot of questions and not a lot of answers, because it's important to be asking these questions early on, because all of the answers will come in due time, but you won't know what answers to be looking for if you don't know what questions to ask. That's true of life in general. That's a little free advice for you. Can you fuck off, please? Ma'am? Excuse me? Can you not? Please don't. Please don't. I have not done Dark Souls 1 in a while, in case it wasn't clear. I'm a Dark Souls 3 main. And the two are pretty different. Because one is janky as all hell. Oh boy. No, please. Door stuck. This is going very, very badly. This, like, could not be going worse right now, actually. Oh yeah, no. I love the mystery. That's what drew me to this series in the first place, is all of the questions. Now, another thing we're going to learn about in time is Gwyn had some children. Keep that in mind. We are aware of 2 children that Gwyn had. Oh shit, I'm caught on the lava. Oh, please, no. Okay, that was kind of... okay. Okay. Get comfortable, we might be here a while. I didn't buy the weapon repair box either, did I? And I don't have any... Nope. Okay. This is as good a time as any to talk about Gwyn's children, especially a very special girl. Now, first things first, we get the Sunlight Medal. This faintly warm medal, engraved with the symbol of the sun, is the ultimate honor awarded to those who summon the Warrior of Sunlight and complete a goal. Now, the Warrior of Sunlight is this dude named Solaire who we met, who's really, really cool. The symbol represents Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who lost his deity status and was expunged from the annals of history, basically. But the old god of war still watches closely over his warriors. So Gwyn's first kid basically got kicked out for stuff we'll get into over time. And he's very important, but we don't get to know much about him just yet. What kind of damage are we looking at here? 99 plus 138, so that's 137. Oof. Okay. What about the scythe? 131. Yeah, we don't have the stats for that. Let's go with this then. It's a surprise tool that'll help us later. Okay, we can reinforce this at least, but we don't have the souls for it. Solaire is responsible for Praise the Sun, yes. Solaire is the Praise the Sun guy. That's his thing. If you are aware of Praise the Sun, you are aware of Solaire. Oh, we have fun. Now then, he also had a couple other kids, one of which is named Gwendolyn. Now, in case you were not aware, Gwendolyn is kind of a big deal, given that, like, as you can see, my channel is named after her. She is my absolute favorite character in the whole damn thing. In the whole dang series. She's my number one. Scythe time. I don't like this thing's moveset at all. Oof. Oh boy. I want an item over here, so I'm just gonna run for it. Yeah, Gwendolyn is a personal favorite of mine, and we're gonna be covering some of her lore today, because we picked up a ring last time connected to her, and I promised that we would cover it this time. Which I appreciate Holly being nice enough to raid me, because I love getting to tell new people about Gwendolyn lore. I can't see what's happening. I would just like the Wanderer set, please. Oh yeah, Stan Gwendolyn, not to toot my own horn, but I did invent the whole Stan Gwendolyn meme. That is one of my few contributions to the internet. We are not going to see her in person, but I will be showing images of her, because seeing her in person means fighting a boss fight against her, and I would never hurt her, because she is wonderful. And a friend. Kind of. She has, again, she has a very interesting role in the story. And one that I quite like. Oh yeah, I did co-write a video game. That much is true. Sometimes I forget. Gwendolyn is very cool. Will you be showing a vid of the boss fight? Maybe. I'm debating it. I will be showing her when we get to the point where it's relevant. But we did find a ring that mentioned her, so I'm going to be discussing that momentarily. There's an item I need to get around here. That is what I'm after. The Falchion, or whatever the fuck. That might be the weapon that carries us through the run. So we will have to see. This run is going to be kind of messy. I'll warn you right now. The Noble Falcon. The Falcon of the Millennium Era. It's a little in-joke for you to all you Kentaro Miura fans out there. A little something special. Huh? I apologize if I stream or scream. I do my very best not to, but I am a femme and I am weak of constitution. I am like a sickly Victorian child. I don't even remember what's in here. Femme rights. Well, I guess that answers that. Wah! My scream is fairly consistent. My laugh is different nearly every time. I don't know why. But it has become a bit of a joke. I just realized we also do not have the Person of the Seal set, or whatever the fuck it's called. Nice. Oh, we look styling as fuck. Still don't have Titanite. Let's go try our luck. I'm sure it'll go great this time. I'm sure it will go just fine. Still not having our good weapon. I don't want to have to run back all the way up to the blacksmith. Oh, the blacksmith is another character we met. And Bloodborne Lady. Also, did I miss anybody that followed? There was a bunch of people at once, so if I missed your name, speak now or forever hold your pizza. Andre is a wonderful, wonderful man. Oh boy, I'm so nervous. Before we go in, though, let's read the ring. The most important ring. Because once we read that, we can discuss it. So this is the Dark Moon Seance Ring. Now, I will tell you right now, a number of items in this game misgender Gwendolyn. Just trigger warning for misgendering in general. Why that is, we'll discuss it, but basically it comes down to these item descriptions are not written objectively, they are written from a biased point of view from a certain character, and we'll be discussing why that is at a later date. But I'm just going to use the correct pronouns, and that is why you should trust me for lore and nobody else, because other people are gross about her. And also, I'm more fun. This ring is granted to adherents of Gwendolyn, Dark Moon deity and lastborn of Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight. The Dark Sun Gwendolyn is the only remaining deity in Anor Londo. Anor Londo is where the gods live. We know very little about it, but it is a place. Her followers are few, but their tasks are of vital importance. So there's this lady Gwendolyn. She's the only remaining god in... She's the only remaining god in the place where the gods are, meaning the other gods left, and she has a very dedicated following called the Blades of the Dark Moon, which is also what subscribers to the channel are named. I have dubbed my subs Blades of the Dark Moon, so if you see me referring to my Blades of the Dark Moon, that is what's up with that. Ooh, we do not. I forgot how tanky she is. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh my god. I swear to god I've played this game before. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I have beaten this game multiple times. Just, it's been a while. Ow. Thank god the lava isn't, you know, horribly eye-splitting. Oh, can we stunlock her with that? Temporarily. We might be a bit under-leveled here. Slightly. I don't know, I feel like gargoyles are meant to be the first actual skill wall, but Quelaag is certainly more difficult. I feel like Quelaag is meant to be, like, the gate to mid-game. Oh my god. She definitely requires some skill. Is there any lore about Quelaag's part-human appearance? Yes, I'll be discussing that mostly after we defeat Quelaag, but I guess while we work on it, I can go into it. Basically, Quelaag used to be full human. Well, actually not human, she used to be a god. Like the race of god. Oh, damn it. Tarnation. Normally I'm good, I promise. So, she used to be, like, pretty powerful. Like, she used to be a god, and then this thing happened. We'll be discussing the thing, but it's a big spoiler, and I want to wait until later to really go into detail. I'm gonna go back up and upgrade my weapon some. Repair it, too. That would probably be the best move right now. So you'll have to bear with me. But this is a good time to do lore and to also go over questions, because I can imagine there are a fair bit of questions since we have new viewers, and I would recommend checking that first one out. I have it up as a VOD right now, and it'll also be up on YouTube hopefully within the next couple days. I'm bad at putting stuff on YouTube, but I promise it will go up there. But yeah, she was human, or she was a god, and then some shit went down, and it fucked her up, and it changed her, like it distorted her into something else, and what it changed her into is that spidery looking thing. That's it. She seems kind of okay with it. Like, she seems like she's having an okay time. Fun fact, she actually originally had some voice lines too. So, like, she is not purely animalistic. I'm looking for a thing. And I forget where it is. Like I said, I'm an expert at the lore and nothing else for this one. I'm an expert at Dark Souls 3. Not in, like, a bragging way, just in a I've beaten the game, like, 20 plus times. And, like, do challenge runs on it for fun. Some shit happened and it fucked her up is a reasonable description of life. You're not wrong. You know, like, sometimes, you know, you get turned into a big spider, but, like, that's just Tuesday, you know? That's just how Tuesdays can be sometimes. I know that's how my Tuesdays go. Yeah, this area is frustrating. I promise it will be easier in time. Although, actually, we're gonna be going to another really, really difficult area after this. Then after that, we get to go to everybody's favorite area. Like, not sarcastic. People genuinely love the area that comes next. For good reason. Shit. I wonder if she used to wear clothes or if she was always into being nude. I mean, I don't know. She probably used to wear pants, but maybe she, you know, maybe she had a titty outlook, and I said that like she has a titty outlook on life, and, like, same. Oh my god, this thing sucks. If Quelaag wore pants, would she wear them like this or like this? Somebody in my fan art channel, draw Quelaag in pants. I should link to that one thing that somebody did of Gwendolyn Fortnite dancing. Sometimes you just need to have a titty outlook on life. Okay, here we go. These are some really good items early game. We're just gonna climb on out of here. Yeah, these are insanely good. Like, this is insanely good starting gear, even if the hat looks kind of silly. Look, I had the Fortnite Dance mod installed. I'm gonna use it. What am I supposed to do? Not use the mod? Pointy. Yep, we get our pointy hat. These actually have some really good lore associated with them. Oh wow, I did not think I was gonna survive that. Oh yeah, let's not do the re thing just because I know it is, it's considered ableist. I don't know too much about the history of it, but I know that it makes some people uncomfortable, and I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. On that note, please let me know if I do, like, make people uncomfortable. Like, I know we have you know, I'm a lesbian, but I know that we have a lot of people here that are other groups. I know that we have a lot of trans folks here because of loving the trans icon Gwendolyn. So do let me know. I do my very best. As I was saying, with my sick new hat. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we should read up on these, because these have some lore. Oh, I'm actually autistic as well. I am autistic, Jewish, chronically ill, lesbian, etc. A married lesbian, no less, to my dear wife, who I am so sad couldn't join me this time. That's pog as hell. Thank you. Somebody with sub rewards, do the Pogdalin for me. Harley is busy. Whoa, that would have sucked. Thank you. While we go up the elevator, we're gonna read some more lore. Oh yeah, so real quick, this area is called New Londo. It was a city built after Anor Londo, but it is flooded now and filled with ghosts, and we will be discussing that later. It's true, you got a sub for Pogdalin. Robe of the sorcerers who flooded New Londo to seal away the dark wraiths, and the 4 kings who descended into dark. This is our first time hearing about these 4 kings and the dark wraiths, by the way. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. The sealers were once known as healers, and the bright crimson was a symbol of that. This mask symbolizes their resolve to keep the seal shut forever, and their atonement for all who were sacrificed, but 2 of the 3 forsook New Londo upon tiring of their duty. So one of those dudes is still in, New Londo, and basically there was like a whole city, but there were these things called dark wraiths, who are connected to the dark. The dark is the opposite of light, and the dark seems to be, like, not good. Because, like, hollowing involves, like, falling to dark, so people aren't big fans of dark. And so these things called the Dark Wraiths were created by these dudes called the 4 Kings, who were these 4 human kings who fell to the dark, and the only way to contain them was apparently to flood the entire city, which killed a bunch of innocent people, so not great. But, you know, they did what they had to do, in their opinion, and whether that was right or wrong, we will be discussing in time. Catalyst of the banishment sorcerers who flooded New Londo to seal off away the dark wraiths, and the kings who fell to dark. In contrast to other catalysts, the metal catalyst qualifies it as a weapon, as it inflicts physical damage, however small. Moeller117, thank you for the follow. Sorry if I butchered the pronunciation there. We're gonna run on back to the blacksmith real quick. Oh. Oh no. The firekeeper is not there anymore. That's not good. Her clothes are here, and a black eye orb is here, but she is dead. Molar. Okay. So, that is not great. Perhaps the guy sitting across from her may have been a bit of a murderer. We will, that's kind of really bad, because now that fire went out. We will be discussing that, but that's kind of a big deal. Worn by the firekeeper at Firelink Shrine, it is thought to have once been the white robe of a maiden, but smoke and ashes from bonfires have darkened it over the years. So she was once a maiden, but was imprisoned and forced to be a bonfire, and forced to be a firekeeper. Yeah, that motherfucker Lautrec killed her. It is thought to have once been the White... Okay, yeah. Its children is lost in patches of blood. Perhaps its former wearer was maimed to prevent escape. So that's not great. Basically, it seems as if this firekeeper was forced to be connected to the fire, and so that's our first instance of the fire seeming a little not great. Or rather, the way firekeepers are made is not great. Black Eye Orb. Invade world of murderer of firekeeper. Mystical orb found on a keeper's corpse. Invade the world of the murderer of a firekeeper to defeat the perpetrator and reclaim the soul of the firekeeper. The Black Eye keeps constant watch on the city of the gods, Anor Londo. So if we want to get her back, we are going to have to travel to Anor Londo.
Ah, your friend.
Really? He doesn't have anything to... Did you see anything?
What? Where could I come?
You've told me all this already.
Don't.
You motherfucker. But yeah, we can't light the bonfire now. Which is, I will say, less than ideal. Oh, this is really interesting. So we met this guy earlier. His name is Petrus. He's from a location called Thurland, which is where the Church of the Way of White. It is... That church worships Gwyn and the fire, so they're a big deal. They also really don't like the undead. They go on hunts to get rid of the undead, which isn't great. Since we are undead. They're these lads, but...
Oh, hello. My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly.
Way of White.
I'm afraid I will be saying it was a pleasure.
This guy. So we also have this lady. Who we will... I don't want to...
You are undead as well.
She's new.
We've no time to fraternize. I have my mission and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us. Did I not explain? Or are you so by the looks of you?
Wow, rude.
Did I not...
Okay, so basically she is...
Oh, miracle? Rhea is the
here
youngest
we go.
daughter of the good house of Thurland. Those young knights are her old schoolmates, but I'm not sure what to make of them. I'm afraid they may be a bad influence. Come again. The affected...
So basically, she is the daughter of a very powerful noble family from Thurland. And she became undead, which is scandalous, as it were. Kind of a really, really big deal. Because since they're all about being anti-undead, somebody of the Way of White is, becoming undead is a big deal. So, what happens when, a cleric or a priest of the Way of White becomes undead is they are sent on something called an undead mission. And what that is, all we know is that she's going to be heading into the catacombs, that area we were at the start of the stream, for purposes unknown. Yeah, they're basically paladins. You know, I was gonna use this thing, but I hate its moveset, so I might just stick with the good old Falchion, which I used for the last Lorethrough, and I feel bad doing it, like, again, but, like, it's so good. Hey, Ash.
Why not, Lane?
Oh, yeah.
I should...
We can give him this ember real quick. This is Andre. He's a good lad. Okay, yeah.
Why not?
Doesn't really have any lore to it. But we can repair our sword. Oh no, we need a little more.
I'll be seeing you.
The Falchion is very sexy, it's true. Oh, that's a good amount. The Drake's sword. Alright. Don't get yourself killed. Okay, buddy, if you say so. We need one more to be able to two-hand this, because this thing is insane. Black Knight Halberd is just straight up broken. It's a rare drop, and I somehow got it to drop really early on. Falchion is very sexy, even if I can never pronounce it properly. Let's farm a few souls just to get it to +1. Yeah, he does not quit. Just like you should not quit being a fan of this stream and subscribe now. There's a fucking segue for you. I'm on it today. Although I'm not on it in terms of gameplay because I keep getting my ass beat. Ow! Case in point. Oof. There we go. I'm practicing. This counts as practice, trust me. The problem is that the parry timing is different in 3. And so I'm like playing it like 3. Oh. Okay, that just kind of went through me. That's fine. First try. First try. How does she do it? I'm like hemorrhaging. Normally I'm better than this. Oh shit. I forgot about that guy. I would say it's more lenient in this, but it's more realistic in 3. Because it's not based... It's actually based on 3's really good hitboxes. Basically, one problem with Dark Souls is that its hitboxes can be a little dodgy. They're very, very, very bad in Dark Souls 2. They're mostly pretty good in 1, and they are, with a couple exceptions, just stunning in 3. And so in 3, parrying actually works with the point of contact between your weapon and, I mean, their weapon and the shield, so you have to watch their hand rather than the weapon. Whereas in this, you watch the weapon, so I always end up watching the hand. And that is my downfall.
Don't get yourself...
Look, Dancer Grab Hitbox, I said with a couple exceptions. Dancer Grab Hitbox is... We don't talk about the Dancer Grab Hitbox, I think. We're just, yeah. You know. Oh, he doesn't sell repair powder. Okay, we'll just have to be really careful then. I've never played most Monster Hunter games. I've only really played World, and I didn't really like it. So yeah, while I do the run back, now would be a decent time to answer questions, because I know we have some new people. I'm unequipping that because it's not aesthetically pleasing. We gotta make sure we reinforce our flame too. It's kind of useless for this fight, but pyromancy is very, very OP in Dark Souls 1. I played Monster Hunter 3 on the Wii, and I played a bit of Monster Hunter 4 on the DS, and I thought those were pretty good, but I just found World to be really tedious. I'm sure it's better in groups, but I like playing games solo, personally. Because I like to play at my own pace. Speaking of playing things at my own pace, I was thinking about, once we finish this Lorethrough, doing, like, a rundown on...
Oh, hello. I'll play, as always. Pyromancy is the...
Oh, he has
art
some
of
lore
casting
here.
Fire. Produce flame, then channel it, just as our ancestors did. A pyromancer must be in tune with nature herself. My home, the Great Swamp, is an abundant store of nature. You will understand one day. It only takes time.
So that explains the swamp.
Be safe, don't you dare.
You need that. Can I get a recap? So mostly we spent the first chunk recapping stuff from last stream.
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Grumlarkin, thank you for the follow. For the most part, we spent some time recapping what happened last stream because we got a bunch of new people. Thank you, new people. And we also discussed, we reached Quelaag. We discussed Quelaag. We discussed the first born of Gwyn, whose name we don't know and we don't know a ton about. So we'll go into them later. And we discussed Gwendolyn, the last deity in Anor Londo and namesake of this channel, who has a group called the
Now
Blades
thou art
of the
a
Dark
blade of
Moon.
the dark moon.
Hey, hey.
Hunteth the enemies of the lords by the power of the dark sun.
Talkie on me. Take on me. Talkie me you on NNNN.
Athena, thank you for the resub. Thank you for 3 months of serving the Dark Moon. Continue to enjoy your emotes, and thank you for supporting. Oh yeah, we got to Quelaag, and we discussed... We will be discussing Gwendolyn in depth, I promise. Right now we're only touching on the bits. Oh yeah, we got to Quelaag, we discussed how she is one of the daughters of Izalith who was transformed. We have not talked about why she was transformed, but that will come later. Like why or how, but she was not always part bug. I guess spiders technically aren't bugs, but you know what I mean. Part nasty. Sorry to all you spider lovers out there, but they scare me. Oh boy. Oh boy. No, please let me go. I've done nothing to you. One part sexy, one part lady. Yeah, Gwendolyn, we are going to be discussing in depth in time. The only way you can see her in person is if you fight her as a boss, and we're not going to be doing that because I refuse to do that. So I have a window open right now that I am going to be using to link to stuff that is important to discuss in lore, but that we won't be getting to in-game. Such as, like, what Gwendolyn looks like, the lore of certain characters' armor, who we're not going to kill and thus can't get the lore. Because there is a there's a very extremely good lesbian romance in this game, and you can only get the full details by fucking killing them because misogyny. So I'm going to be, like, discussing it in detail instead. Because I like women. I love them, even. That's kind of my thing. Actually, the whole reason I made this channel, fun fact, I think I've mentioned this recently, but the whole reason that I made this channel in the first place was because I was looking at lore sources for Dark Souls, and it really bugged me how much, like, casual misogyny, homophobia, and transphobia there was. And I was like, I'm really not happy with this. What if I just made a series of my own interpretation of it? Because I've thought about it a lot. I've written about it a lot. Maybe I could talk about it and spend some time with people. And so I slowly got over my insecurity with my weird voice and then went for it.
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Nick the Himbo, thank you for following. Like Nick from Left 4 Dead, or what himbo are we talking about? Oh my god, that's right. We haven't... Oh no, we didn't have souls. For a second I thought we managed to keep that humanity. We still do very, very little damage. Yeah, I really forgot how tanky she is. That's true. Look, I haven't played Left 4 Dead 2 in a while, okay? I just have to watch her to make sure she doesn't do that one thing. Oh, shit. Oof, duh. How? Nope, that's the thing. I could cheese her using the safe spot. Oh yeah, I heard it got an update, because I think they added, like, a mod as an official... Oh, for God's sake, no, I'm stuck on the leg. Be nice. It's okay to make puns based on shitty people. Sometimes. Depends on the nature if they're shitty. See, Pyromancy's really good, but she is very strong against fire, because in case you haven't noticed, she's, like, big on fire. Like, she shoots fire and stuff. Which typically means somebody's gonna be good against fire. That's a little gamer pro tip for you. If somebody shoots something, usually they're going to be strong against it. Unless it's a gun, in which case they might not be. But if somebody has a gun and shoots it and is strong against gun, that would be kind of cool. I feel like there's a Bloodborne joke I could make there, but... If you can't handle the kitchen... I don't think that's how that saying goes. Oh. Shit. That was close. I'm, like, playing so defensively. Shit. You'll have to forgive my cussing. I'd like to say we keep it PG-13, but... we try to keep it at least, like, not safe for work free. Even if there's a few, like, naughty words here and there. Love Dark Souls 1. Very functional game. Remastered. Well, what is it? There we go. There we go. Much better. And 20k souls. This is great. You love to see it. And we can get the second bell. But let's read about her soul real quick, because lore. Oh yeah, I did do runs with the gun mod. That was fun. Soul of Quelaag, once daughter of the Witch of Izalith, but now a chaos demon. Special beings have special souls, and Quelaag's soul contains all aspects of chaos. So, chaos is separate from, like, regular flame. Basically, the chaos flame created these chaos demons, and how that happened and what the chaos flame is, we will be discussing in depth. That's probably going to get at least a half hour devoted to it later on in the lore through, so stick around for that. But for now, let's ring that bell. And then we might actually be able to reach everybody's favorite princess today. If we're good through this next area is really, really hard, but if we make it there, we should be in a good spot, actually. Yeah, we rang both bells. And so this big lad has woken up and has opened the gate to Sen's Fortress, which is an area we touched on earlier. It was essentially a proving ground for the gods. Like, it was like a practice area for their knights. Sub for Sen's Fortress. No, I didn't mean to do that. Destroying my weapon durability. Now, that out there is an area called the Demon Ruins. We are not doing that yet. We might do that early for some specific items, but we're not doing it right this instant. One thing that's cool is that people can leave messages in this game.
Oh dear, what have we here? Are you a new servant?
Sure.
But you have no eggs. No matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
Here we go. So here's some big lore. And also prepare for sadness. This is the fair lady. As you can see, she is a sister of Quelaag. She was transformed as well, but it seems like she's a little worse for wear. She's a firekeeper tied to the bonfire. And she is weak. She's sick. And so what Quelaag was doing is she was just standing there trying to protect her sister. We couldn't have known that. So, you know, it's not like we're total monsters, but she was aware enough and cognizant enough to protect her sister, who we can't speak to, but we will be discussing we will be learning more about her in time. We have to get a certain item. So we can enter a covenant with her. And become a servant of chaos. She can't really say anything to us right now. We can talk to Angie.
Are you prepared to dedicate yourself to our fair lady? Then I will make available whatever you require. If you need something, ask me first.
Check servants of the Daughters of Chaos. Eggbearer Angie keeps this roster of those who serve his master, a daughter of chaos. Angie praises those who offer significant humanity to alleviate his master's suffering. So basically, we can offer humanity to her to make her suffer less. We're going to get into the Firekeeper thing in time. He can reinforce our Pyromancy Flame, which is really good, but...
There is no time to think.
But I want to get us some levels first. So we grabbed a pyromancy from her. We are going to read up on that. This right here is really, really important, so try to keep this in mind. Art of the Flame of Chaos, which engulfed the Witch of Izalith and her daughters, hurl a giant chaos fireball. The Flame of Chaos can melt stone, producing a short-lived lava glob. So, basically, what happened there is there was this flame called the Chaos Flame, and it went wild. It was created by the Witch of Izalith, and then it just kind of went nuts and caused all this shit. Sorry, Quelaag. How much attunement do I need? Actually, while we're here, this is probably a good time. I am going to take a short break, by which I mean literally a couple minutes, to grab myself some more water, to use the little girl's room, etc., etc. I will be looking at the boss weapon descriptions later. For now, enjoy our very adorable BRB screen. And I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Please. I'll drop another link here. And also, like, a list of all of the commands you can put in, including stuff for the games that I made. Anyway, I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Be good. I also wish I had a snake. Also, I'm back. I told you it would only be like a minute. I would like a python. I think that would be cute. What do I need attunement at again? I'm so bad at keeping track of stats. I'll wait until I can grab a slot for that. For now, let's drop another point to Dex. Put everything... I turned off the BRB screen, right? Yeah, we're good. Forgive me, I'm slightly absent-minded. By which I mean extremely. That's part of my professor charm. You know the absent-minded professor? Like, that's a thing. How much do we need to modify this? 4K? We can reinforce our Estus flask, though. I'm doing a Dex build. I'm gay. Oh yeah, we can put on the Dark Moon Ring for extra attunement slot. Now we're talking. We completed the Dark Souls 2 Lorethrough. Yeah, it's very sad, in my opinion. It's a sad story. Without a doubt. We did the Dark Souls 2 Lorethrough. I was actually having an internal debate about whether we do Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3 for the Lorethrough next. Yeah, I was bad about uploading it. I have some of them saved as highlights, and I have some downloaded onto my computer, but I've been really, really bad about uploading them. You know, I could rush an earlier game area right now, but if I wanted to get souls, but I'll save it. Yeah, I tried to plan out a build. I really did. But Are we doing Bloodborne again? Yes, we will do Bloodborne again. But I want to do the Souls trilogy and see how it does. Because, like, I really need to be doing stuff that people are willing to sub to so I can keep this channel going, because I like doing it and I want to be able to continue doing it, but I need to make sure that I'm doing things that people enjoy. So it really depends. It depends on all of you. If you clap your hands and believe in the thing, you know. I haven't seen Peter Pan. I just know vaguely about it. That there's, like, clapping for fairies, and also it's, like, wicked racist. But yeah, like... Oh, can we talk about the dog elevator? We sure can. Yeah, the elevator here is powered by a dog that is just walking there forever, which means this area, called Blighttown...
Thou art a blade of the dark moon, hunteth the enemies of the lords by the power of the dark sun.
Like, it continued to function even after, like, being affected by chaos. Even, like, powering their elevators with the puppy, which is kind of mean. But, you know, what can you do? I agree. Poor dog. Mango Cubes, thank you very much for the sub. Congratulations on becoming a Dark Moon. I hope you enjoy your emotes and serving the one and only Gwendolyn, etc. We will probably do Bloodborne. It really depends. I also have to work on... Does anything happen if you kill the dog? I have no idea. I'm not even sure if you can. Oh wait, can we two-hand the Black Knight Halberd now? I should check, because I got insanely good RNG with that. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the Black Knights. Oh, we talked about the Black Knights last time, and this is forcing me to actually be good about uploading to YouTube for once in my life. Oh, I need... Wait, isn't 16... Isn't 16... No. I can't do math. I guess we can't use it. I really thought 16 was half of 32. I really thought that. Dog is God. It's true. I can't do math. Is it not? Oh, is it? But I have 16 strength. Why can't I wield this? What the hell? I thought you could have double strength if you... Maybe that's just in the later games? I don't know. I can't do math. Weird champ. Okay, so now we're gonna have some deep lore with... Look, I'm just gonna tell you straight up right now. We're gonna get good lore, but this thing is fucking weird. This thing is fucking weird as hell, and I will just tell you right now. Just brace yourself for it. Yeah. Yeah. This is what the bells woke up.
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker Framt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
Yes, so this dude is a primordial serpent, or a world serpent. They're connected to dragons, we'll discuss that. Why they look like that, I don't fucking know. But he's saying he's friends of Gwyn, and he can tell us the fate of the undead. Because remember, it's like the fate of the undead, thou shalt know. That's like his whole thing.
Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead.
This is huge.
Your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn.
Oh shit.
So that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel. Is it?
I only get the one?
Farewell.
Did I only get the one? Oh, I got 5. Okay, sweet. Anyway. They all left.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Where could she have gone? My lady.
Weirdo. What a nerd. Oh, yeah.
Oh, hello there. You've been Why? What spectacular pyromancy? Tell me about it. I have never seen anything like it.
Don't tell... That's the thing. Do not tell him where it is, otherwise he will go down to Blighttown and he will go hollow.
I see. In any case, I definitely trust you. Apologies, my friend. Forget that
I feel bad for lying to him, but like...
Goodbye then. Be safe, don't you?
He does sound like a Bloodborne guy. Okay, so basically, that weirdo Kingseeker Frampt has told us something really, really important. Which is the fate of the undead, which is the thing that we were prophesized to do. Like when you ring the bells, you know the fate of the undead. He said that our fate is to succeed Gwyn, meaning that Gwyn is either dead or dying, and that we have to do something called linking the flame and banishing the dark. Basically, that means we need to do something. We'll get into what it is, but we need to do something or other that's kind of going to cause the flame to spring back to life again and then push away the dark and therefore end the undead curse. So that's kind of a lot on our shoulders right there. But if Gwyn was willing to do that for us, then he sounds like a decent guy. But we'll be discussing the nature of Gwyn throughout. Okay.